So, since I posted the video talking about this case that Area Mitchell filed for Ashley Parham and the Jane and John Doe, and it was also revealed that Jaguar Wright was in jail at the time of this incident. And so she wasn't the only one named in this lawsuit. It was also several others, including Druski and Odell Beckham Jr. And those two have came forward and posted their response to this mess on their social media. And they're denying those allegations against them. So I wanted to make a quick video so you guys can see what they said. Okay, so we're gonna start with Druski first. This is what he posted on X. He said, "This allegation is a fabricated lie. I wasn't a public figure in 2018. I was broke living with my mom without any connections to the entertainment industry at the time of this allegation. So the inclusion of my name is truly outlandish. My heart breaks for actual victims of abuse, but I'm fully confident that the evidence will expose the falsehood and the individuals who are maliciously trying to game the legal system to peddle false narratives." This is crazy, y'all. Okay, now let me go to Odell Beckham's response. He went on social media and said, "Boy, I tell you." He said, "Boy, I tell you what. This world makes absolutely no sense. I am covered by God. He will prevail. I know who I am. I know who you are. Keep your head. That name will be cleared." It's stupid. Okay, that's what he put. So, yeah, that was his response to this mess that's going on with this case. I don't know what's Ariel Mitchell's motive, what she's trying to do besides throw this case for a loop, or possibly give Diddy the opportunity to complain that, people are falsely accusing him. And I don't know how it's going to work in the legal system, but maybe it could be some type of mistrial or, because if he have to pick a jury and you have these false stories and stuff coming out, that's not going to look good. And I think it should be some type of repercussions for what was done with this case once it reached the court and a court date come and the judge see this. I would not let this slide as a judge. And everything in this video is alleged. I cannot believe that something like this is happening, but we've already seen people come forward that were not being honest in this situation, trying to find a way to get some money, okay? Now, with Jaguar Wright being in jail at the time of this incident, it makes every plaintiff look like a lie, even Ashley Parham, because this was her original lawsuit, and the Jane and John Doe was added onto her lawsuit, which they could have filed their own lawsuit. So if they was added onto this lawsuit, that means she is corroborating their story. And I didn't read the story to you guys. I don't know if you heard the story or had a chance to read the lawsuit, but there was parts in the lawsuit where the Jane and John Doe said that they witnessed everything Ashley claimed happened to her. They also said when they was trying to escape, that they went into the room where Ashley was at, calmed her down to let her know that they were there to help, and things like that. So there's no way Ashley Parham can say, "Oh, well, I don't know what their story is, but mine is truthful." Well, if that's the case, why did you allow them to come on your case with lies and you didn't dispute anything they said? Because if Jaguar was in jail at the time, there's no way she did what they claiming she did. So I don't know what type of game they playing. They telling her, and I kind of felt, and I didn't want to say that in the first video, but like I said, but the story was it was extremely weird to me, and I didn't want to call it out. I called it out in the second video that I did the other day, but the first one I wanted to allow y'all to hear what was going on and then voice y'all opinion. And yeah, I was trying to keep my opinion to a minimum, but yeah, this is horrible, and to put these type of allegations on someone is extreme. These are very serious allegations, and there should be consequences for something like this. Ariel Mitchell, in my opinion, is a scum lawyer. I wouldn't hire her to open up a piece of candy for me. And there was a couple people, not all, but there was a couple people in my comments the other day when I posted those videos talking about Ariel Mitchell trying to take up for her. But every case that I've ever seen since I've known who she was has always been a flop. Like I said the other day, it seemed as if she get the bottom of the barrel clients. It seemed as if she wants to be a celebrity lawyer so bad that she would do anything and take on any type of case, make up stories and everything to get clout and be seen. This is wrong on every level. And once the courts get a hold of this, she should, in my opinion, should be disbarred immediately. You're playing with the courts in such a serious case where there could possibly be real victims, and you're playing these reindeer games. You represent people that come with lies, no proof of anything. At one point, from what's being said, you was representing Audria English. That says a lot about you. And I ain't even gonna get on the other cases that you had and was trying to bring to the courts. I'm not even gonna get on them. If people know, they know. Shame on you. And if I was the judge, I would put in a request personally for you to be disbarred, because you're continually playing with the courts. This is not a joke. It's really not a joke. And to put these type of allegations on someone, men, you know, people gonna, that can ruin their reputation and career if it's not true. And then the detailed stories. This is something that as a lawyer is still her responsibility to vet her client's story and make sure that it makes sense before she even she don't have to take on her clients. It's your responsibility to make sure that their story is as truthful as possible before you take it on, because that's your reputation on the line as an attorney. Who does that? It just seemed like they made up a story off the top of their head. There was things in the story that could have been left out, or you could just tell. I'm not going to say left out, because you shouldn't leave anything out of a story that you have and you bring it to the court. But my point is, there was things that just didn't make sense to me. And a lot of people were saying the same thing. It didn't make sense. Ashley Parham, in her story, she talked about how they had her, tied up. Well, not tied up. She couldn't leave out of the house or get out of the house. She ended up finding a weapon. I told you guys what it was the other day. I'm not going to say those words on this video. And she went in the backyard, and at some point, now she chasing Diddy down with that weapon, and he turned around basically asking her not to do it. And then she didn't. She actually ended up turning around, started running from him, and he chasing her again. Like, what? It just sounds like a novel and a lie, in my opinion. And yeah, it should be consequences. I can't wait to see what happened with this case. Too many people have played with this situation since day one. And I don't know how she's an attorney and continuing to represent these type of people, and the Bar Association is doing nothing about it. It's not funny. It's not a joke. You cannot put those type of allegations on people if it's not true. If you had did your homework, you would have known that Jaguar was in jail. Now, I did see a post today. You know what? I'm not going to put that in I put it in my video. I seen a post from someone that said, no, I'm not going to put it in this video. I'm not going to put it. I'm going to leave that out until I get more details, and I'll let you guys know what it is. Once it come out, because I'm sure other people is going to bring it out soon, so I'm not going to bring it out. But In the same token, like I said, this Ariel Mitchell, I put the blame on her because it's her job to make sure that these stories are reputable and they make sense. And if they don't, you don't take on a client. You tell them, look, hey, you got to go find somebody else to play with, or I cannot, vet your story. Your story just didn't add up, and I can't bring this forward to the court because they're going to see. We need proof. So it don't make sense. The details, if y'all read the case, oh my God, if y'all read this lawsuit, then you know what I'm talking about. The details are very detailed. It's an elaborate story that, yeah. So for it to be a lie, they playing in the face, and I don't know who, I really feel that somebody got her up to doing this. That's what I feel. I feel somebody have her up to doing this. They trying to taint this situation. They know that jurors need to be picked, and they're going to already have preconceived notions on how they feel about Diddy in this situation, and it's not going to be a fair trial because of BS like this. Because even though we all feel the way we feel, however it is, towards Diddy, okay, he still has to get a fair trial in order to not be able to say, oh, I need a mistrial because y'all didn't treat me fairly legally. All these people came forward, lied on me. It's proven that they lied. So yeah, this was not a fair trial. This was this and that, you know. That's what's going to end up happening. So people like this need to face consequences. This is not a joke. This needs to be called out on every level. And all the Jane and John Does, the Ashley Parham, whoever else that come forward with lies trying to get money. Now waiting to see what happened. And like I said with the court, I gotta see when the court date is gonna come. I don't know what's gonna happen moving forward, but I'm gonna keep my eye on this. I can't wait to see what they do in court, and if they catch this immediately and do something about it. I don't know how that's going to work. But shame on her. I feel like this is her way of getting back at Diddy because he sued her and Courtney Burgess for that $50 million. He have a $50 million lawsuit because of their situation. I'm not even going to get into that. I already knew that was some BS from day one. Okay? If you read that case and followed that story, that's just another one of her clients that come forward playing reindeer games. Another example of why this attorney should be disbarred, in my opinion. And everything in this video is alleged, like I said again, but I have the right to voice my opinion, and she needs to be disbarred. This is not a joke. I'm done. Tell me what y'all think in the comments. You know, for me, I just think it's a shame. You don't make up these allegations on anyone. Her, along with her clients, need to get some time. I don't care if it's 6 months. Something. Because you playing in the court's face. You can hurt people and families playing like this. It's not a joke. Tell me what y'all think in the comments. I'm out. Bye, y'all.